Welcome to Abstract, Introduction, Conclusion. Here are some tips and tricks for succeeding. My name is Steph Bennett. I'm a Learning Development Tutor in the Hub. Today's aims: to develop an understanding of the opening and closing chapters of your dissertation and their purpose in your dissertation structure. We will look at what's an introduction and how do I write it, what's a conclusion and how do I write it, what's an abstract and how do I write it, proofreading and editing, and some tips for moving forward. Introduction: what is it and how do I write it? Your introduction is an overview of the study. What will you research into? Why? Scope and context, research question or questions, and a map. And here is the breakdown. Introduce the broader topic to the reader. Use a hook sentence to outline the broad topic and draw in the reader, something short, snappy, catchy. Give some brief background information on the topic. This is where you'll introduce the literature. And then think about why this topic is significant in your specialism or field. Narrow down the topic focus. Is there a specific area being explored within the broader topic? A specific time period? A demographic or community? Or maybe specific themes being explored within the broader topic. For example, if your broad topic is artificial intelligence, you might want to narrow the scope by looking at summative assessment, and then narrow it even further by looking at the perspectives of lecturers. Then it's time to tell the reader why it's crucial the topic is being explored. Is there an overview of what's currently happening in the area? Did your study aim to resolve a problem or resolve a gap in existing research? Then frame your research question or questions, your research aim and your objectives. And finally, a map. Signpost the reader through the chapters of your dissertation or thesis, and then think about how each chapter contributes towards your aims. Conclusion: what is it and how do I write it? The conclusion is an overview of what your study entailed, what you found out, why it's valuable, how it can be applied, and whether further research can be done. So step 1, you might want to provide an answer to your research question. Did you meet the aims of your research? Don't repeat your key findings, but compile them to make a succinct statement about what you found out. Step 2, summary. Reflect on the study and findings. What did you set out to do? And did you accomplish this? Did you make any predictions and did they materialise? Did you meet your aims, and if so, how? Were there challenges along the way, and if so, how did you overcome them? Step 3, significance. Why are your findings significant? What have you contributed to the field? Do your findings support or challenge other studies? Were there any unexpected outcomes? What are the overall limitations of your study? If you're thinking about things like sample, time, scope, then how do they align with reliability, validity, generalisability, or if you're doing qual research, the 4 pillars of trustworthiness? What could be done differently? What could be improved? Step 4, next steps. Now, what are the implications of your findings? What are the recommendations based on your findings? Are there recommendations for further research in the area? For example, if you were researching artificial intelligence, the rapidity of its progress means that probably future research might be necessary in that particular area. And finally, abstract. What is it and how do I write it? Leave the abstract till the very end. It basically summarises everything that the dissertation covers, from the aims to the outcomes. Typically, it's between 150 and 300 words long, but please confirm this with your tutor. And it follows an IMRAD structure: introduction, methodology, results, discussion. Step 1, introduction. Describe the focus, purpose and significance of your study. Step 2, method. Outline your methodology. Who was your sample? What methods did you use? How did you analyse your data? Step 3, results. Present your key findings. What were the most significant takeaways from the study? Step 4 is discussion. Discuss the implications of your study. What is the impact of your findings on your field? How do your findings support or challenge existing research? And what do your findings mean for future studies? You might even add some recommendations off the back of this. And here is an example. Here is the introduction section. Here is the methodology section. Here is the results section. And here is the discussion section. This is from Dr Nyree Nicholson's PhD. And you can find this on the Lincoln Bishop repository if you want to have a look through it. Proofreading and editing. It's the final countdown. We're tying everything up, ready to submit. Read your work out loud. Podcast yourself on your voice memos and listen back to it. Form a proofreading group. Present your written work to someone. Use Microsoft Word Editor. It's the little pen in the top right-hand corner of your Word document, and it will help you with spelling, punctuation, grammar. Print it out. Mark it. Don't forget to leave it for fresh eyes and fresh ears. So don't attempt to proofread and edit your entire dissertation in one day. Leave different chapters for different days, maybe longer chapters split up across the whole day. And use the Learning Development Proofreading and Editing checklists, which you can download from the Learning Development Blackboard. And this is what they look like. So your proofreading checklist, as you're reading things through, you're going to be looking for meaning, organisation and structure, evidence, references, style, spelling, punctuation, grammar and presentation. And then the editing checklist. There are little boxes here so you can tick them off as you go, and this goes through content and argument, research material, structure and grouping, style, clarity and some general aspects. Cutting word counts. Cut descriptive content that doesn't lead to critical or analytical content. Cut content that doesn't contribute to or answer your research question. Remember, your research question is the golden thread that holds the entire dissertation together. Cut down chapter summaries, as in introductions and conclusions of chapters. Cut deadwood and unnecessary wordiness. So rather than using phrases like on the other hand, you could use the phrase alternatively or conversely. Sentence starters are a really good place to begin cutting word count. For example, as a result, could you reduce that to a single word? And finally, if you need any more support with academic literacies, you can book in with Learning Development. If you need support with formatting long documents, as in your dissertation, book in with Digital Learning. You can also book in with them for auto contents pages. You might want to visit the library to speak with the staff, take out books, and if you need support for your wellbeing, please get in touch with Student Advice and Wellbeing. There's a Learning Development Blackboard course with a section called Dissertations on it that you can use, step-by-step guides and videos to supporting you with writing each chapter. And the same thing appears on Scribber and on Grad Coach as well. So if you want to look elsewhere, they are two really great sites. Academic Phrase Bank for sentence starters. And finally, for citing and referencing using APA, please visit the Academic Integrity Guide on Blackboard. And there is my email address if you need to get in touch with me at any point with any questions or suggestions.